All right, here we are with Luna. Or sorry, not Luna. Sorry, I trained a Great Dane. Her name was Luna. Shh. Here we are with Olive. This is the race cot I'm using currently at the moment. I actually have a race cot I'm going to grab for her, but this is the race cot my dogs share. I have 2 Dalmatians. You might actually consider a toddler bed for Olive like this. It does double as a race cot, plus she's going to be huge, and I just like that I can just change the sheet on it every week instead of having to wash this big dog bed. Definitely don't have to. I will get a raised cot over here for her so you can see what that is. If you do not have a raised cot, you're going to want to buy one right now so that it can get to you by the time she goes home. So what I'm doing is I placed her on the bed, and now I'm just walking C shapes back and forth. When she stands up, I'm coming up and just standing right in front of her. This is called distance pressure. I'm not actually touching her, and I'll take another video from a different angle so you can see it. And all I'm doing is applying pressure with me standing in front of her. I'm giving that evil mom look that says you're doing something wrong, and as soon as she puts her bum down, that evil look and the pressure will be released. So I'm just staying with her. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm standing right in front of her face. You can see I'm moving all over. Now this bed's a little bigger than I want it to be for her right now, but give her a month and she will probably fill up the whole bed. There we go. Her bum went down, and so I release the pressure, and I just start walking C shapes around her again. Oh, sorry, my hand's in the picture. So all I'm doing is I'm building this boundary for her, right? I'm saying this is your place. This is where you need to be. And she's doing good. She's laying down. I'm going to go give her some love now. Yeah, good girl. People often ask me, you don't give a lot of praise during your walk. When do you do that and why not? I don't give praise often because I want our dogs to learn to be good for themselves. I don't want them to learn to be good for the praise that they're going to get for me or just because I'm around. I need them to be good for my 3-year-old kids that are here, right? My 16-year-old kids who are here. I need them to be good for everyone so that they're being good for themselves, not just because mom's present and they need to be good, right? So you can see I took the transitional leash off the nose. It's just in a slip lead right now around the neck. If I see her chewing on it, I will take it off and put a different leash on her, just like a cheap Dollar Tree leash. Because these leashes are $35. I don't want her chewing a $35 leash and having to replace it every time. But I do want the leash on there right now. The leash is on there so that way when she does decide to hop off the bed, I can quickly grab the leash and guide her back to the bed. I don't need to try to grab her or her collar or pick her up or chase her around the house. Dogs are really quick. Playing chase is no bueno, so they always win, especially when running around that island right there. We just run and run and run, and I can never catch them. So please grab a cheap leash from the dollar store, like a slip lead or whatever. If she begins chewing on that, I'll let you know, but they usually chew on them when they get home. She did good. I talked about loving on her, right? So I don't give a lot of love on them because I want them to be good for them. However, when they're on their bed is a great spot to love on them. I will feed them on their bed. I will give them water on their bed. I will love them on their bed. I will not give them toys on their bed. I repeat, I will not. I do want Olive to learn how to be calm, cool, and collected without having to be entertained the whole time. Again, this is impulse control, learning to chill without having to have entertainment. This will help her love her free play all the more. It's kind of like us. We learn to enjoy our vacation time by having to work. We learn to enjoy our work time by having our vacation time, right? Like, it all makes a better life when you learn to enjoy it more. But when she's on her bed, I can love on her. The only time I cannot love on her when she's on her bed is after she was naughty. So if there, she's picking her bum up. So I'm going to walk over. Oh, bum went down. I'm going to release that pressure. I wouldn't pet her right there for putting her bum down. I wouldn't go pet her right now for whining and tell her it's okay, because all I'm doing is reinforcing that bad behavior. I will wait until she's been good for quite a while and then go love on her, right? So I'm doing C shapes from way farther away now. She's getting all loud and verbal, and I would have guessed that from our walk that she'd do that, and that's okay. I'm going to ignore it for now. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm hoping, just like with the walk, she will quickly learn that does not work for me, and we'll move past that. So while she's on her bed, I'm walking C shapes right now, right? I'm going to instantly correct, swiftly and intensely. Now that I've done my C shapes, now I'm going to go about my business. I like my beds right in the middle of my living room kitchen. That way we can be watching TV, I can make dinner, I could have someone come and hang out with me. And so while she's on her bed, I do not need to stay here with her. After I do my C shapes and get her familiar with the area, now I'm gonna go to real life. I'm going to prep dinner, I'm going to visit with people, I'm gonna make phone calls, I'm going to do my office work. You don't want to sit here and hover over her. It's important for training to tie into your real life. So here she stood up. You'll hear me make like this noise. That's my no noise. But I won't do it over and over again. So there you heard it once. She's still being naughty, so I'm applying that distance pressure. But you heard me, I'm not doing it again. And I might do it again in just a few minutes, but I'm not gonna there, she's jumping up in the window. I'm not going to repeat it over and over again. I'm gonna try my best to just say it once, maybe twice, and then move on. There, she's trying to jump on me, right? So she's trying to see what she can get away with. I think having this window open is a little too much for her right now. So we will open the window up again later, but not right now. Because I want her to get good with it, right? Any sort of weakness, I need to become a strength. So here I'm just closing the window so she can't see out of it. So you can see, or maybe you can't see, but I'm going to explain to you, how nice this raised cot is. You can see that she's tried to step off of it a couple times, but she hasn't because it's high in the air, and it's a dramatic step to being naughty, right? If this was just a rug on the floor, it would be easy to step off. It'd be easy to lay down and let your paws hang off, or your tail, or your head, and then you slowly just like let everything kind of just hang off a little bit more. And as the owner, you'll spend all your time correcting her. But where there's a big step to being naughty, it's easier for her to be good, which makes the training more of a positive thing. I'm already going to have to correct her 500 times. But at least like right there, she was thinking about jumping off. Usually what happens after they think about it and they get corrected, they'll usually move more impulsively. So after a little while of this, she'll get to where she just jumps off and runs. That's okay. She's got to go through every aspect of, can I do this? No. 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 Before she finds her, oh, all I have to do is just chill here. Okay, I can do that. And that's what we want her to do, is to learn how to be calm, cool, and collected and control those impulses. You saw as soon as she sat, I released that pressure. I want her to know as soon as all I'm looking for is a calm seat. She can be in a sit or a down, but her bum just needs to be down. I often get asked the question, can I have multiple beds or can I move the beds around the house? Absolutely. 100%. You can have one in each room if you want, but the thing to remember is only you can decide which bed the Olive goes on and when she can move beds. She can't, at this point, choose which bed she wants to lay on. Now, again, this intense training isn't for forever. We'll go over later on how to give those privileges and those sort of things, though you won't actually be giving any privileges for months down the road. And then sometimes you'll find that even months down the road, once you've given the privileges, you have to take them away because they weren't quite ready for them. Remember, these furry children are literally our children. So sometimes they can handle freedoms and responsibilities, and sometimes they can't. And it's our job as their parents to know if they can handle them, and if they can't, to take them away, so that way they're not so tempted. And then as they get older and they get better at controlling those impulses, we can give more freedoms so that they can become, so they can make those good decisions. So she's still just standing. I get a sit or a down is all I'm waiting for. Sorry for all the moving around. Kind of makes me car sick a little bit when I watch it on the camera, but I just want to stay with her face. There, as soon as the bum goes down, I back away. So we're just going to practice this for a little while and keep working on, oh, she got a little bit farther, right? So I'm just going to bump, bump, bump. I'm going to bump her physically with my body, and then I'm going to go to distance pressure. So that was contact pressure you saw, just like we used with the leash. If she had gotten too far, I would grab that leash again and pull. Again, contact pressure with the leash pulling, and then back to distance pressure once we get on the bed. So we're just going to keep working on this and getting her calm, cool, and collected. Once she goes into a good state on here and actually chills, then we'll move to reflection. Reflection is just where we're going to go to an enclosed space. It can be a laundry room, a bedroom, a bathroom, where she can just reflect, a crate, where she can just reflect and chill and think about all the awesome things she learned in training to really digest the training and be able to progress forward faster. Sorry, I was wanting her to put her bum down and end on a positive note for you. Here we go. Well, we're going to keep practicing.